Okay, cowgirls are some of the most beloved monster girls in the world, but the reason that they are loved is not exactly for the thing that they produce, which is milk, in the same way that their fully animal domesticated bovine counterparts are. The love for them is mainly for the source through which the milk comes from. But we're not here to talk about those people. We're here to talk about the avid enjoyers of milk, the adorers of milk. It's like if you think about it, a cowgirl and somebody who really enjoys milk are a match made in heaven. One can only assume how much cowgirl milk somebody who already enjoys regular milk is going to drink, though, considering the fact that cowgirl milk is 10 times more nutritious and 10 times more flavorful than regular milk. At least according to my research. Let's just assume a lot. With that in mind, it's also safe to assume that this person is going to be drinking cowgirl milk many times a day, which leads me to ask the question of, is it theoretically possible for a cowgirl to run out of milk? Well, let's find out through science. Okay, so the first thing we need to acknowledge is that cowgirls are a hybrid between two things, human and cow. Both of those creatures can produce milk, and they can produce it for a certain amount of time before their body gives out and just stops producing it. A healthy and ideal conditions dairy cow can actually produce milk up to 12 months after giving birth and for up to 8 to 10 years. A human woman can produce milk up to 40 years with consistent milking practices. The next thing to consider is how much can they produce at a time. Both start off producing very little milk when in comparison to what they produce later. A regular human woman can produce up to 30 ounces every 24 hours after about a couple months. And a regular dairy cow in ideal conditions that's being well fed can actually produce 7.5 gallons of milk per day. That's a lot of milk over an expansive amount of time. And we're talking about a cowgirl, which is a combination of the two. That's what this is. A cowgirl is a genetic hybrid of a human and a cow. Okay, here's where it gets tricky, because genetic hybrids already do exist. They came together through, I don't know, monster magic. That's a video for another time. The thing that's very important to remember is monster girl animal hybrids already do exist, though they contain certain differences from their original counterparts. Really, I was going to say that because they're a combination of the two, that they would be able to produce more and for longer periods of time, because, you know, there's 2 in 1. However, that's not how genetic hybrids work, and really, cowgirls are going to be their own thing when it comes to how much they produce and for how long. Really, the only way for me to know is to ask one. However, what will really determine how much milk can be produced and for how long a time, it really depends on the diet, the environment, and the overall care. And I assume that we can apply that to a cowgirl as well. Basically, sad cowgirl, no milkies. That's basically what it comes down to. I mean, obviously, also with old age, eventually, you know, the mammary glands will just stop working and you won't be able to get any more milk. Actually, thinking about this theoretically leads me to believe that, can a cowgirl run out of milk? Well, considering the fact that a cow, a regular dairy cow, and a human can pretty much not run out of milk so long as the milking process continues for an extensive amount of years, I'm gonna say that yes, but after an extremely long time. Also, one very big concern I have is that if a person were to drink cowgirl milk, I'm assuming it would probably be like regular milk, in that if they drink too much of it at a time, it could cause fatigue and just overall sickly feeling. Really the best piece of direction that I can give for you and how you should go about this is milk your waifus in moderation. Now, with that being said, like this video if you like it, subscribe, share with your neighbors, share with that one person you saw across the street today, share with your high school teacher, and I'll be back with another video going over a question that not even scientists can answer. Bye.